Is it live? But I'm not seeing myself here. Hello, hello, everybody.
Yes, you're live.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Tell us where you're joining from in the comment section. It's gonna be a super session. That's guaranteed. We have a guest. We officially kicked off the International Conscious Conference this morning, right? Around 7:25 or thereabout. And we're able to make the declarations of the affirmations we wrote down. This is the second session of day one of the International Conscious Conference 2024 maiden edition. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our first guest is a man that will be taking Igbo Cosmology, and he's going to be sharing his unique perspective with us. For our Igbo brothers and sisters in the house who have been meaning to find the push to be able to delve into Igbo cosmology, it is pretty important that you stay glued to this live session. You're going to be, I'm certain that you're going to gain some insight, and you're going to be able to expand your consciousness. Yeah, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Kindly power tap your screen, share the live, invite your Igbo brothers and sisters, um, invite those whom you think will be interested in the subject of Igbo cosmology and spirituality. Our guest is going to be here shortly, so tell us in the comment section where you're joining from. Tell us where you're joining from, and type Igbo spirituality, type hashtag Igbo spirituality, type hashtag ICC 2024 in the comment section. Type hashtag Igbo spirituality, type hashtag ICC 2024 in the comment section. This is like a dream come true for us, as far as organizing consciousness conference goes. Our major goal is to introduce everyone who will participate to the unique instruments and tools for cultivating their personal power. No one should be living in the 21st century as a conscious, as a puppet, spiritual puppet. So yeah, so power tap your screen, share the live, invite others, type hashtag ICC 2024 in the comment section, and also type hashtag Igbo spirituality in the comment section. Somebody's calling. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, 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 everybody. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome. Type hashtag Igbo spirituality in the comment section. Let there not be any space between. Let them be together. Hashtag Igbo spirituality. What happened? It reduced. Okay, is here. Okay, yes, come. He's joining us. Oh, we can't hear him though. We can't hear him. Okay, okay.
Hello. Oh, Femi Jubal, good evening.
This is Shem Ambassador, but Femi Jubal is coming, is sitting shortly. How you doing, sir?
Oh, all right. I'm all right. Good evening.
Can you hear me clearly? Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Welcome.
Chief, good evening, Chief.
I greet you. Femi Jubal.
My name is Femi Jubal, and this is Shewa Ambassador.
Okay, greetings, Shehu Ambassador.
Greetings.
And it's a pleasure to have you join us.
Thank you.
I'm very sure that a lot of people were looking forward to this session that focuses on Igbo Cosmology and Spirituality System. And we've heard so much about you, and we have also looked forward to this, and the day is here. And I'm very sure that a lot of people it's going to be a mind-blowing, impactful session. And we look forward to the great time and conversation we're going to have together.
Somebody's calling him. So, welcome, sir. Well, first thing is we're going to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself. The appropriate titles. This is supposed to be a 1.5 hours conversation. This is a consciousness community. We are all about African consciousness and doing everything within our power to help as many Africans as possible to gain some level of anchorage as far as their navigation through consciousness goes. So welcome, sir. So kindly introduce yourself to our audience.
Let me quickly, because I understand that Chief Eze Ikemefuna Nsibidi is has a chieftaincy title. So we have to give honor to whom honor is due first by introducing him. So ladies and gentlemen, we have how many people right now? 92 people cut across Africa and the rest of the world. We're going to have more people. So please, officially, let us welcome Chief Eze Ikemefuna Nsibidi. So welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So go ahead, sir. Introduce yourself.
And then let's just have it.
All right, my name is Ikemefuna Eze. You can call me Dibia Nsibidi. I hail from Ache in Ojiriva local government of Enugu State. So I'm a practicing priest, or what you call native doctor here in Africa. Yes.
That's awesome. So yes, the first question, I know that this question sounds very cliche. Who is a Dibia? When you say someone is a Dibia, who is a Dibia?
Well, in Igbo language, a Dibia is someone that has mastered the art of either healing or general divination in Igbo cosmology. The science of healing, vision, and other aspects of Igbo spirituality, ancestral Igbo spirituality.
Awesome. Okay. So we know that we need people like you in Africa who not only have invested a great deal of resources into going back to their roots, but is able to create some kind of vibrational courage that other people can tap into for them to be able to also begin to journey back to their roots. Now, we have a few questions. My phone is ringing. Turn it off. We have few questions for you, and you have the liberty to explain to us in any way you deem fit what those questions are. The first thing is we'd like to know your your spirituality journey, right? Have you always been in this journey? Have you always been have you always known that you are going to become a dibia, or were you raised by a dibia? Do you come from a lineage of dibias? Or were you a Christian before, or were you a Muslim before? Share with us your unique spirituality journey into Ordinani, right?
Okay, thank you for that question. I like to actually express myself in that aspect so as to also encourage other young men, youth, especially of this age, to go into tradition and their ancestral African spirituality. I wasn't born. I wasn't born as a Dibia, or maybe born into the lineage of Dibias. But in Igbo cosmology, most times you can actually the offer, which is the staff of authority of your clan, can fall into one's hand, and as time goes on, as you grow, whenever time you actually find out that this has fallen upon you, the mantle to take over as a Dibia, automatically you key in and begin to practice. Nobody teaches you anything. You don't need to go for any lectures or go to any school for tutorial. Well, I was I found myself, I grew up, seeing my parents going to church and all that. I was an active Christian, playing in the gospel band, preaching to others, about, Jesus and Christianity and all that. But as time goes on, I traveled out of Nigeria and I began to see that really every other people around the world, the Asians, the Chinese, Japanese, Thais, Indians, all of them have their own kind of spirituality that they believe in. In Africa, we also have our own spirituality, though most people don't buy into it due to the foreign religions that were imported into Africa that have, deprived our people of the knowledge of knowing who they are and where they come from. Now I began to study, I began to go back to learn about our spirituality. Not really learning in the sense that I got a textbook or something. I began to see, to travel back in time, to see the elders in my place, how they pour libations, how they get their things done. And I began to come to terms that really this is our root, this is who we are. Though I wasn't, planning to become a Dibia per se, because I didn't know much until it dawned on me that, okay, this is what you're called for. Okay, and I began to follow that route, and here I am today as a Dibia. When you key into the spirituality of your ancestors, they begin to show you, they begin to teach you about who you are, about what to do to liberate mankind. Because for years, for centuries, this is who we've been before Christianity, Islam, and other foreign religions came into Africa. So my journey is a very long one, but I'll make it brief. Okay? I began to abhor anything Christianity. And when I met my wife right now, and she began to tell me that, do you know that you have a calling? Because she started this journey before me. I was like, calling? What do you mean by calling? Then she began to express, to explain it to me. And before you know it, I started the journey. And today, I can tell you I'm proudly an ordinal priest, a Dibia that is practicing. And from what I do, a lot of people are being liberated. A lot of people are being reached all over the world, especially my Igbo brothers and some of the people from other tribes. They are keying in right now. And I just want to say that this spirituality does not only cut out on my Igbo people and Nigeria alone. It's all over Africa. Youth are going back to their roots, and I pray that someday we are all going to go back to our roots and do away with foreign religion. Thank you, Femi.
Ashe.
It's a.
So one of the interesting things you mentioned is that your wife started this journey before you, and she actually motivated you and helped you to understand that you have a calling. Can you buttress that one? Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, yes. My wife actually found out earlier that she was called to be a water priestess. You know, in this when you broaden the scope of this Dibia thing, there is the aspect of water, which is mostly, you know, being a water priestess or a water priest. Then there is the earth aspect of it, which makes you a Dibia that deals in herbs, roots, and other aspect of being a Dibia. So she started her journey earlier, and she was the one that told me she actually have the gift of vision, because in Igbo cosmology there is what we call Awu, which the Christians call the Holy Spirit. When this spirit envelops you,
it's called what?
Awu.
Chief,
Awu,
it's called what?
Agwu. Awu.
Agu. Okay.
That's what the Christians. I must say that the Christians plagiarized that from us and started calling it the Holy Spirit. When it comes upon you, nobody is going to tell you what is going on. You will see it by your. The herbs in the bushes begin to speak to you. You begin to learn the methods, okay, of how to infuse different roots and herbs together to get a certain result, a certain endpoint. So in this case now, she actually told me, due to the vision she had and what I've been going through, because sometimes when the ancestors call you and you refuse to hit the call, they begin to put a lot of stumbling blocks on your ways. Most people that has, you know, been in this, that has this experience, they are going to testify to what I'm talking about. They begin to put a kind of different on your ways, in your businesses, in your thing. So when I came back from abroad, I engaged in business here and I started doing a whole lot, struggling. But nothing was actually working until I began to go for Alpha. My wife, you know, instigated me to do that. Alpha is what you call divination. Okay? I began to go for Alpha, and Alpha, 7 DBs that had done Alpha for me then cannot lie. And they told me, for real, you have this calling, and this is what you're supposed to do. So I followed it, and honestly, I must tell you, I don't regret going back to my roots and becoming what I am today.
How long ago did you begin to courageously follow your ancestral paths, your ancestral spirituality paths?
Okay, it started, let me just say that for some years I stopped going to church due to my own personal, you know, my own personal research that I've been doing about my own ancestral spirituality. I stopped going to church. But when I got into Ordinala fully, is over 1 year right now.
Okay, over 1 year. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Now, let's go to the second question. The next question.
I would like to ask a question. Okay. Sorry, Ambassador. I would like to ask a question because I'm interested in having that information, and I also know there are a lot of people watching us right now who are interested in the answer to this question. What is the role of a woman in Igbo cosmology? Or what are the roles of women in Igbo cosmology?
Well, in Igbo cosmology, women are actually very much respected because we actually have, you know, a system called Omoada. The physical one, you see, Omoada in short term is the first daughters of the land. Those are called Omoada. We respect them so much in our society, okay, to the extent that when the Ozos and the Nzes, which are like, and the Onowus, which are like the prime minister and the parliamentarians in Igbo land, have made a kind of decree. They carry also the Umuada along. The Umuada has to also impute something tangible before that motion can be moved or a bill can be passed. It's a kind of system of democracy that we have built for thousands of years in Igbo land. Okay, so in Igbo cosmology, women are actually their roles are very, very vital. Like I was telling you about my wife, the water priestess. You find out that most men are not actually water priestess. That mantle mostly fall upon women, just like my wife, to take people to the water, to help appease the water goddess, to help do a whole lot of things. And Ajana, as you know, which is the goddess, the earth goddess, is also a woman in Igbo cosmology. So there is nothing we do that we don't call upon Ajana. When we want to pray with Kola, the first place you throw out Kola is Ajana, which is the goddess. That's the first spirit you throw out Kola to, the goddess of earth. That's the first goddess you throw out Kola to. So in Igbo land, women, their roles are vast. So it depends on the aspect you want me to begin to delve into, but their roles are very fast and very vital. Yes.
One of the major reasons why he's asking that is because, the concept, the thriving, heavily sponsored concept of feminism, and the battle between feminism, masculinity and all of that, making it look like patriarchy is superior to matriarchy, right? That balance is the reason why he's asking, because in Africa, there, matriarchy and patriarchy works alongside each other, right?
Well, if I may come in Igbo land, there is no conflict between the roles of women in our society and men, especially in Igbo cosmology. Women already know in our cosmology that Oinodinani, which is our spirituality, and Ordinala. Some people call it Ordinala. Okay? Women already know. And Omenala, which is tradition, women already know their place. They know that you don't carry a kola and begin to pray and open the kola to share to men. No, it doesn't happen. It's not about patriarchy. It's about our tradition and spirituality. Men have Ikenga, what is called Ikenga, the essence of a man. Okay? The essence that makes a man. Even in Christianity and other religion, you see that they say this person is the head of the family. In Igbo tradition and spirituality, the Ikenga of a man comes first, always. A man must pick up kola to pray, pour libation, open the kola before a woman can pick. Men has to pick first. When you're sharing drink, men has to go first. Okay, when you're throwing native chalk, what we call Nzu, native chalk, it is a man, because he has Ikenga, that will stand and use that native chalk to venerate the spirit of our ancestors and all our deities first, before the women. That does not alienate the women from the gathering or whatever we are practicing. Because in the olden days, men are the ones that go for war. So they accord them that respect, that they should come first in whatever we are doing. Men should come first, because we see our women as people that we protect. So whatever it is, even if a visitor knocks on your gate today, women don't go out to check who is knocking. It's a man that gets up to go there to check who is knocking. In case there is danger, he will face the danger first, then protect the household. You see? So it's not as if we are trying to sideline the women. Everybody knows their role and their place in the society. And in my place, especially in Igbo land, women don't do masquerade. It's always men that does masquerade. As you can see in our everyday life today, if you count how many truck drivers or Molue or Danfo drivers on the road today, they're mostly men, not women.
Exactly.
Yes. In our society, women always forget about feminism, what the Western people are bringing into our place today, and saying that, men and women, they have equal rights. No. Like where I come from, it's just recently that they began to go to court to try to nullify that rule or that law in our place. In our place, women don't share in land. They don't share land in the society, in the family, to a woman, because we always know that a woman will always get married. So what will happen to that land? The only women we give land, a portion of land in our place, is a woman, because there is this thing in our place. When maybe a father has 4 kids and all of them are girls. You don't have any boy in those your kids. You can decide to call your kindred people and tell one of the children to stay back, to have kids, to be able to carry along the family name. If that one agrees to stay, she can get a portion of the land where that her son is going to build when he comes of age. You see, that's how we do it in our place. And in our place also, especially in Igbo land, a woman can actually marry a woman in whereby the woman and the husband did not have any child, and they need the family name to continue and not to be unalived, kind of, or to be ended. That woman have to go marry a woman. That does not mean she's sorry about my language, she's a lesbian or something.
Sorry, Chief. You mean marry a woman for her husband? Marry a woman for her husband?
No, let's say the husband is late. She will go out there and marry a woman, okay? So that one of the husband's brothers or cousins can begin to cut the woman and impregnate the woman to have more children to carry on that family name. You see, women in our place are not kind of alienated, though in Igbo land there are lots of traditions depending on where you're coming from. But this is a tradition in Igbo land. You can make a research on it. Thank you.
Beautiful, 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 interesting. Now, what is the difference between ordinary and omenani?
Okay, omenala is our tradition. As we all know, most times tradition can actually be what, should I say, a community comes together to make a decree that henceforth, this is how we should be doing this and that. Like in various parts of Igbo land, when it comes to marriage, we all have our different traditions, how to get things done, okay? How to pay dowry, how to marry a wife, those are traditions. But when you talk about ordinala, as different tongues might call it in Igbo, different dialects might call it in Igbo language, means the spirituality of the Igbo people. Ordinary is our spirituality. Okay? The spirituality whereby this is how we appease our deities. This is what we do. These things, we don't do them. In Igbo spirituality, we do not kill. We do not unalive people. There are many rules in Igbo spirituality, which makes it different from tradition. Tradition is, should I say, man-made, kind of. Like in my place, it is a tradition in my place that we don't eat tortoise. But the next village or the next town, they eat tortoise. But in my place, we don't eat tortoise. And there are trees in my place that we don't use as firewood. When you use it as firewood, automatically the whole family, when they inhale the smoke, they begin to have a kind of bumps, like pimple kind of all over their body. They begin to react. But the next town, they use those trees for cooking as firewood. So that's just kind of tradition, okay? But in ordinary, which is Igbo spirituality, it cuts across almost the whole of Igbo land.
Wow. So there is a separation between spirituality and tradition.
Yes, of course, there is.
There is a difference between spirituality and tradition.
So
in Igbo spirituality, yes. In Igbo spirituality, praying with kola is paramount. You can't say there is anywhere in Igbo land that they don't use kola to pray. It's our spirituality. In Igbo spirituality, ordinary, you can't say there is anywhere in Igbo land that they don't use native chalk to venerate the energies and the spirits of our ancestors. It is same everywhere. In Igbo spirituality, we have what we call chi. every Igbo person has what is called chi. We feed that energy, which is called chi. Our guardian angel, it is spirituality in Igbo land. We also have what we call Chionyuwa. Chionyuwa is the person you are reincarnating right now. We all have one. I don't know, in Yoruba cosmology also they have. We have it, and it is ordinary. It is spirituality. So it is different from tradition, per se.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, one of the things that we are very, very, we take a huge look at is the similarities between the, you know, African spirituality system, African cosmology systems, right? Now, you know, we like to connect the dots of the African consciousness, right, to see the threads of similarities. Now, what is the similarities between Igbo cosmology, spirituality system, and other, you know, indigenous spirituality systems that you know, or maybe that you have first-hand information about? What are the similarities you see?
All right, thank you. Okay, I've had the opportunity to travel around almost, many countries. I've lived in South Africa for over 4 years. That was way back, a long time ago. And in South Africa, they also have similarities with what we practice as our own, Igbo cosmology and how do I put
Dibia,
it?
Sorry, 1 second. I need you to start from Nigeria and West Africa first. The similarities within the geographical location called Nigeria and West Africa.
Okay.
Before we go across.
All right. So, let me say that the Igbo cosmology, when you compare it to that of Yoruba, you see that we have a kind of similarity. Like we have Afa is divination in our place. And you people have something called Ifa. Okay? You have what is called Ifa that you also do. We do something similar. When you talk about feeding your reincarnator, you also have such thing in Yoruba cosmology, which is feeding your Ori or a leather, something like that. I believe you guys have something like that.
Yeah.
So when you compare it, in Urobo land, they have what is called Usu. Usu is a kind of that's your guardian angel that I was talking about a while ago. So if you compare them, you see that we have almost kind of similar, what we do is kind of similar in our spirituality. Then when you go to like Ghana, they also call Afa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Afa is divination, and they also call it Afa. So you see the similarity now. I'm not trying to talk about I'm not saying that because they have same pronunciation, but that's exactly what they also practice in their place. When you talk about libation, almost all over Africa we call libation. Okay. So now when you go over to like Southern Africa and Eastern Africa, I happen to also be in Tanzania for almost 2 years. They have also similar spirituality. I was in Tabora, I was in Moshi. I saw that almost what we do is what they do. They venerate their ancestors, they pour libation, though they don't use native chalk. That's the difference. But they use cowries also for divination, just like we do here in Igbo land. Then in South Africa, they have what is called Ndlozi. Ndlozi in Zulu language means ancestors. Okay? We venerate our ancestors. There is nothing we do in Igbo cosmology or Igbo tradition or spirituality that we don't call upon Ndichie, our ancestors. We do that. Whatever we do, we must call upon our Ndichie. When you're pouring libation, when you're throwing cola, you do the same. And you feed them. There is a way to also feed them. You kill and you unalive animals, okay, to venerate their energy and ask from them. Because in Igbo cosmology and Ordinani, which is our spirituality, we don't actually pray. What we do is we manifest or we conjure what we have, our subconscious thoughts, what we have in our subconscious mind, we make them manifest. by pouring
what we do is
libation.
manifestation, basically.
Oh, yes, of our
Not prayer.
of what we have in our deep down, our subconscious mind. And we don't do this without recognizing the presence of the four elements of this earth, which we represent by market days: Eke, Orie, Afo, and Nkwo. That's how it is for us. So when you go over to like South Africa, like I was saying, they also have what is called venerating the ancestors. They also go to water. They believe in the water spirit, just like we believe in the water spirit. Bini people call it Oloku. Yoruba call it Shongo. Okay? In Igbo land, we have Ezewa Imiri.
Yoruba call it Olokunto, the water spirit.
Yoruba call it Olokun too. So it's almost similar when you begin to, broaden, make it broad in the horizon of Africa, East Africa, West Africa, except maybe for the Northern Africans who are deep into Islam, and maybe there are some indigenous people that might also be practicing the same, like in a place like Morocco, Mali, and every other place. But this is actually what I can say about our own cosmology, Yoruba, some parts of West Africa, Togo, Ghana, and East and South Africa.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. If you guys are enjoying this interview, kindly let us know in the comment section. If you're enjoying this interview, let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section. Now, the next question.
You mentioned something about the chi, and I've always been interested in that concept. Can you expatiate on that?
Okay. In Igbo cosmology, we have what we call chi. Chi is basically your spirit guardian angel, your first force as a human being. Whenever an Igbo man or woman is giving birth to, your chi accompanies you to this life. It is your chi that leads you wherever you go to. It's your chi that gives you that still little voice that tells you how to go about things. It is your chi. Okay? That's your deep instinct that might tell you, don't fly this plane, it might crash. Take this other one. It is your chi. Don't go to this place today, maybe tomorrow. It is that your guardian angel, your first force, your chi, that does that for you. That's why we have names like Chi Buzo.
I like that adjective.
First force.
Now, first force. Your first force.
Yeah.
I like that.
So when you're in alignment with your chi, things tend to work out well for you. It is your chi that will help you to go first to clear up the environment of that interview before you arrive there. It is your chi that will soften the minds of the people that are going to interview you so that you can be able to land that job. So when you're not in tandem with your chi, when you and your chi don't work in pari passu, things become hard for you. Okay? That's one. Number two is Chi Onyowa. Chi Onyowa is the person you are reincarnated, the soul you are reincarnating right now. Like as you're sitting there now, Femi Jubal or Sheung, you have somebody you have lived before us. This is a new body you're living in right now. Before, it could be your grandfather, it could be your great-grandfather, either from your mother's side or from your father's side. Okay? So you have also your Chionyowa. So when we are doing like you want to feed your chi, that's your first force. You do it in unison with your Chionyowa. There is a kind of rite or rituals that is done with an animal and other items to be able to feed your first force and your reincarnated spirit. Yes.
Wow.
Awesome.
It's pretty important that everybody watching right now understand how powerful this is. Your chi, what we call Ori, right? Your reincarnated, who you have reincarnated as. My middle name is Babatunde, which means the father has returned, which literally means, I'm reincarnated, right? And there are a lot of people who, maybe because they were raised in Christianity or Islam, they've made it look like reincarnation is satanic or is demonic or is evil, or there is no such thing as that, right? It's pretty important that everybody watching realize how that if you refuse to acknowledge this, because it is a spiritual statement of your existence. If you refuse to acknowledge it, then all that will exist in your life is spiritual confusion, which of course will
exactly
influence your material reality. Thank you for that explanation. Now, we'd like to go to the deity system in Igbo cosmology. I'd like you to break it down to us, break down the deity system in Igbo cosmology.
All right. In Igbo cosmology, we have various deities. First of all, Chukwu Okike Abiama is the number one deity in Igbo cosmology, which we call Chukwu Okike, means the God of creation, the Almighty. Chukwu Okike Abiama comes first. In whatever we do, we call first before we begin to do whatever we are doing. Then you come down to other deities in the land. Every particular Igbo clan or village or town have their own personal deities. Okay? There are deities that existed even before the first progenitor of Igbo land, which makes them spirits. Okay? Then there are deities that were brought, or that the town or the community came together and planted and installed and said that this deity should serve us as so and so. Okay? So in Igbo cosmology, we have that Chukwu Okike Abiama as the first deity. Then, like in my place, we have what we call Oke Kparakwara, it's a deity. We have Ajani as a deity. Ajani is the mother earth. It's a great deity because the whole world is built upon the earth. So Ajana is a great deity that we venerate a lot. We cannot do anything without Ajana. And when you are an evil person in the society, it is Ajana that deals with you. Okay? We have that Ajana. According to the four elements of our cosmology, we also have deities that guide each one. Like Nkwo Market Day is the air spirits, deities that guide Nkwo Market Day. And fire as an element is a deity in Igbo land, of which we have deities that are responsible for that market day, which is an element. Orie Market Day represents that water deities. Any day you're going to pray on Orie Day, you're actually praying to the water deities, the deities in charge of water.
Okay. What are the typical water deities? Sorry for interjecting. I'll interject you every now and then. What are the typical water deities in Igbo cosmology, Igbo spirituality cosmology?
Okay, it varies. It varies from place to place. Like in my place, we have what we call Achihi. Achihi is a water and is a deity. Okay, you go to Imo State, there are different water bodies and they have their own deities. It's not something that is unitary. Okay, so deities varies, water deities varies from place to place. But generally, when you come to the water, you say, because water deities are actually feminine in nature. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you go to any water, even if you don't know the name of the water, you call the name, you say Ezewine, the queen of that water. Like if you go to Anambra, like somebody is saying here, or Unity is saying here on the comment section, you have Idemili. Idemili is a deity, is a water deity. Njaba is a water deity. Okay? Ezunamam is a water, they are water deities. So Nkisi is a water deity. So it depends on where you are. So it's not something that is unitary that you can say, okay, there's one body called water deity, but Alusimiri is Alusimiri.
Sorry. You know, this is, I'm sure, you know, everybody in the comments are really, really enjoying this. So if you come from, sorry, what's your town? What's the name of your town?
I'm from Achi.
Achi. Okay, what's the closest town to Achi?
Uguoba.
Uguoba. So
Right.
so somebody from Achi, who is a water element,
Yes.
cannot be venerating a water element from Uguoma, right?
No, you can actually do that. Like when we are pouring libation, or when we are venerating the water bodies, the water deities, you can mention all the water deities you know in Igbo land. It doesn't matter.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. I like
If
that.
I'm living in Osun State, because I'm living in Osun State, and Osun is a water deity in Osun State, when I'm pouring libation, I will pour
Must
also
recognize.
to recognize.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
This is
The
powerful.
energy, the principality of that Osun. That's how it works.
Wow.
Yes, of course, that's how it
Wow.
works. So you can venerate any water spirit, but you cannot go to any water body for settlement. Like there's what is called water settlement. You don't do it in just any water, any water body. You have to go back to your water of reincarnation. Through divination, through Alpha, we will find out that water that you came to this life. It's like a portal, the medium that you came to this life. Okay, we'll have to travel there. Even if it's in Kafanchan, we must travel there to offer sacrifice to the water deity, so as to settle them, especially when you have a calling to become a water priest or priestess. Okay, if you go to another water body to do those sacrifice, that water deity is not going to accept it. Except for some that when you beg them, because maybe the water body has dried up, or maybe the person can't really go there due to certain issues. Some waters, if you ask them, okay, and beg them to come to the water body that connects all the other water bodies, like the Atlantic Ocean, you know that every other stream, rivers, they connect and join there.
Yeah.
You can ask that spirit, the deity, to come there and collect the sacrifice, and that spirit might be able to come there and collect the sacrifice. If not, you must travel down to that particular water to do that particular sacrifice.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Wow.
I would like to ask a question. What is Nsibidi? Because I'm enthusiastic about some of the informations I've seen on social media, on the internet about it. Is it the writing system in Igbo cosmology? What is Nsibidi?
Okay, it's not okay. Igbo people don't have monopoly on this particular nomenclature, Nsibidi. Okay, Nsibidi is an ancient writing system of the Ejagams, of the Igbos, the Ekpeyes, okay, the Bibios, the Anans. They use this writing system because before colonization, Igbos were not restricted to the 5 states, the political 5 states that we have today. Igbo cut out down into Benue State, into Kogi State, into Cross River, into
exactly.
Into Delta,
into
Delta, exactly. And many other places. So this writing system was actually like a code. They coded the affix also. They use this writing system. Just like you see the Japanese have their writing system, the Chinese have their writing system, the Indians have their writing, the Thais have their writing system. That you can, to make it clear to a layman, you say kind of shorthand kind of writing system. In Egyptology, they also have their writing system that comes with drawings and other kind of writings, right?
Hieroglyphics.
Yes.
Thank you. This Nsibidi is similar to that. This was our writing system before now. It was colonization that erased all these things. If I can do it, I might want this. Actually, let me tell you, I'm proposing, I have a dream to build a school whereby every tradition, especially in West Africa, will be taught. and the school uniform will be equivalent to what our ancestors wore. Like we have what we call a wakwa, with all this kind of akwete, like what the cap you're putting on now. Our ancestors wore such things. I want to open a school whereby when you come there to study, what you're studying is purely African ancestral spirituality, both in
And
dress
science.
and everything, and science, yes. Okay, so Nsibidi also was used. Let me go back to the topic. Nsibidi was also used by cult groups, masquerade cult groups in those days to express themselves, so that somebody that is a novice out there wouldn't be able to understand what they were saying. Yes, and during the war also, they used it. Like if you have been to military school, you will know that there are languages and slangs, and there is a kind of writings also to send signals. So Nsibidi was one of the languages and writing system warriors in those days used to send signals during the war times.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, kindly follow Chief Eze Ikemefuna Nsibidi at Nsibidi on TikTok right now. Let's get his followers up.
Absolutely.
Let's get his followers up. And
Absolutely.
then let's gift him. Ambassador. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Now, can
Thank
we
you.
talk a little bit about the counting system in Ordinani? The counting system in Ordinani.
Okay, in Ordinani, we have our own counting system. In computer science, there is what is called binary system. I believe the white people plagiarized that from
Which is
us.
stole from us anyways.
Yes, it's
stole it from
also
Ifa.
same. Yes, it's also same in Ifa, in Yoruba cosmology. Okay, when we are doing divination, when we are throwing Afa, okay, in our place we have what is called Afugiri. There is that seed, that bush mango, the seed that you get obono from. The obono, you know what I mean by obono, right?
Yes.
It has a seed inside. We use it to make, even Yorubas use it. You throw it. Some go in 4 and 8. Some go in 8 and 8, which is 16. Okay? In throwing these things, if you are truly called and you know what you're doing in this spirituality, and you have the spirit of vision, your Abu will be telling you, okay, this is what this number means. When you throw, even in cowries, you can also count in the same way. So, but this counting system is actually different from your normal counting system that every other Yoruba knows or every other Igbo person knows. It's quite different. This counting system is only Dibias that have mastered the art, okay, of this counting, to use it to generate visions and also tell you what they mean. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's not for everybody.
Absolutely, we get you.
Novices out there don't know this counting system. This counting system, you use it in problem solving. Like Philip Emeagwali did. Philip Emeagwali, it was through the counting system of Ifa and Afa in Igbo Cosmology that he was able to build that fastest computer program that he did.
Software.
Computer brain that he built.
Yeah, true.
Software that he built.
True.
You get? He didn't get it from Europe. He didn't get it from anywhere else.
No, it was even
through our counting
from
system.
what I gather. From what I gather, it was in Akure for years, then Ibadan for years, you know, and then he studied the Ifa binary coding system and the Alpha binary coding system.
Yes.
You know, that was how I was able to come up with it's still the fastest computer software in the world even till date, since 1989.
Of course. The movie, there's
He's actually the father of the internet. It was a software that was used to roll out the mainstream internet to the public.
Yes. You know, that's why I'm encouraging our youth today. Don't be ashamed to go back to our tradition. Don't be ashamed to go back to your roots. everything you see today, even the person, the father of medicine, what's his name again? The father of medicine, medical science, right?
The European guy.
Yes, he lived.
The actual father is Imhotep.
Thank you. That one from Europe lived in Egypt for years, and he even failed. He
Absolutely.
could not anything. So why can't we go back to our own African spirituality? We have gold mines to mine in our spirituality. Because when you look at the other religions that they have brought here, they are hollow. There's nothing there. It's full of lies. It's full of misconceptions. Like,
which accounts?
Trying to ask somebody.
Chief, sorry to interject you. Which accounts for the reason why a large number of our people are experiencing depression, because they are busy consuming hollow things, hollow spirituality that is actually fake spirituality.
Yes, because I used to tell them, why you see that in our society today there is so much corruption, especially in government, is because we've imbibed the foreign European kind of way of doing things. In the ancient days, when you are a king, when you are a kind of Onowu, which is a prime minister in our place, when you are an Ozo, who are the parliamentarians, Ozo Nze, you cannot lie. You cannot steal. No, you cannot. Because before you assume that position, you have to swear an oath. All these things white people are saying you are speaking on oath and all, they learned it from Africa. You have to hold the
have to be initiated.
Or put your hand on the Ofo, which is the staff of authority of that kingdom, and swear by Ajan, which is the mother god, head goddess, that you are going to do this job diligently and make other affirmations. You cannot steal. If you steal, you might sleep and you're not going to wake up. But today, you see a lot of people practicing the foreign religions. They embezzle billions and nothing happens. So our spirituality is actually stronger. Some people saw where me and my wife, we did our marriage in the water. You cannot do it if you are still ready to be frolicking out there with other women. You cannot do it.
Exactly.
Because what I have done with my wife, there is no room for cheating. You cannot cheat. No. You went to the presence of a water goddess to make proclamations and make vows. So how are you supposed to cheat? You cannot do it. That's why many people are running away from our kind of system. There are places in Igbo land when you marry from there, you cannot cheat. If you cheat, you run mad as a woman. And if your husband continues to eat what you cook, your husband is also going to fall sick and die. You see? That's why you see everybody running to the church, running to the mosque, because you can actually, force yourself on a woman on the altar and nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. But go to a particular deity in Osun State or Ile-Ife or in Ibadan, go and try it and see what happens. It's not a joke. Please continue, Femi.
Thank you.
Like 26 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay, I think we should ask one or two more questions
Before we give the opportunity to the audience to ask
the questions. Now, how do you encourage folks who have been brainwashed? Because that's the way I say it. Folks who have been brainwashed by alien religions, imported religions into Africa. How do you encourage them to find the courage, right, to begin to journey back to their roots? What are the things? What can you share from personal experience and from the experiences of other people that who have abandoned the alien religions and gone back to their roots? How do you? In what specific ways would you encourage them?
Okay, let me start by saying
go back to their roots.
All right, thank you. Let me start by saying that I was also a fanatic I grew up in the Anglican Children Ministry. I started playing musical instruments when I was like 7 in a gospel band. I was a member of EFAC, Evangelical Fellowship of whatever. I was a member of Scripture Union. I was leader in the fellowship in school. You know, I was doing all these things. I was among the people that wake up around 4 a.m. to go for morning cry. There's something called morning cry. You carry a megaphone and be preaching to people. I was quite young. Okay?
I'm sure Mr. Femi did it too.
Yes,
Me, I did it.
I used to share tracts. When I see you, I give you tracts. Jesus is coming soon, repent. You know, those tracts. I share them. Those pamphlets. I share them. I carry a massive bag that is bigger than me. I preach in crusades, in villages. People, another person will be interpreting in Igbo language. But when I later left Nigeria, I began to see that there are things you don't need to pray about because they're already in place. You are born and you begin to see those things. So they are not an issue. Most countries today don't pray for visas. They don't pray for electricity. They don't pray for pipe-borne water. They don't pray for various things that we pray about in Nigeria here. You know, when you begin to travel to other climes, you see that actually the way and manner we've dipped ourselves into these foreign religions are actually wrong. We are lunatics, if I may say. Okay? And the people that brought us this religion are no more practicing it. I read an article last time. In the UK, in Switzerland, and many other European countries, churches are being converted to restaurants and gyms because people don't go there anymore. They know these things are not the truth. When you follow the Roman Catholic kind of system and go deeper into reading some books about them, you see that they are actually concealing a lot of information from us. They have about 50,000. 50,000, should I say 50,000 miles of information, books. If you begin to stack them together, they're over 50,000.
60 miles.
Yeah.
60 miles. 60 miles of information, yes.
Of artifacts, literature, documents that is stolen from, they plundered from Africa.
Yes, that we don't know about. Okay, they cannot show it to you because I was asking somebody, you said that Jacob, I don't want to offend anybody that is a Christian, but I'm just going to say it. It's a simple question. If you have an answer to it, you can answer. Okay, you said that Mary was impregnated and she was a virgin, and before you know it, immaculate conception. Do you know, I was reading a book. That book, I'm not going to mention the name here, but if you chat me privately, I'll give you the name of the book. It was made mention in there that a certain Roman soldier actually forced himself upon that lady. That's why Joseph was angry, but they found a way to persuade him to continue with the marriage. He was not married, he was only engaged to Mary when that incident happened.
He was betrothed.
Betrothed, yes.
She was betrothed to him.
Now, the church needs to answer me. How did a spirit make a human being pregnant? How? How did it happen? Meanwhile, that particular information, that particular story, we have it in most of our African history and stories. Like in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, all these things have existed before, Osiris and many of them. You know, we have a lot of, even in Igbo cosmology, we have that Mary image. We have it. It is called Aquarium, the deity that is in charge of fertility, carrying a child that you see in the Roman Catholic and other places. So it didn't start with them. When you begin to poke them hard, you find out that everything is hogwash. And I want to make it clear that they don't have solution to our problems. I myself,
they don't.
I left Nigeria earlier. I've been to so many countries, but if I may say, all those while, I didn't know what I was doing. How spirit can be carrying you all over the place. You go to the US, you live there 5 years, you go to UK, live there 3 years, and you will be making money, but you cannot point out one thing that you have done with that money. You will be coming to Nigeria, going back, but you cannot say what you did with money until I began to ask questions. I will never stop, when I'm venerating my ancestors and all the spirit forces that I came to this water, my wife, I will not stop venerating her too, because she was the one that actually showed me who I am really. And I'll always be grateful to her. I'll always be grateful to her. Okay, she will live long, and this union will continue until we see our children. Because she told me, my guy, all these things you're saying, don't you know that you have a call? I said, what do you mean by call? Is it MTN or Airtel? What is it? Which call? He said, my friend, you have a call. That was how the journey began. And truly, I had a call. When I did my album, installed my chi and my ikenga, things began, the pictures, they started becoming clearer. And I tell you, when I get 1 naira now, I know what to do with it. All those things Abu was making me do before, everything calmed down immediately. So our spirituality is practical. Youth, go back to your spirituality. Stop saying, some people will have a call, you call them to say, you have a call, this is what we need to do traditionally. They'll tell you, what about doing it in the Christian way? The Christian God does not call anybody. We are Africans.
Like marriage, they will tell you traditional. No, I've done my trad. It's remaining white wedding.
There is nothing called white wedding.
Like your own is evil wedding.
No. Even inside the Bible, it says that when you find a wife or a bride,
you find a good thing.
Yes, go to the family of that person. If the father and the mother, the parents have given their blessings, you're already married.
Facts.
It is foolishness to say that you want to. Some people will tell you, like our first daughter, after the traditional marriage, she remained in the house. And we were like, what are you still doing here? Why are you not following she was a Deeper Life member. You cannot follow your husband to the house until you've done white wedding. There is no white wedding in the Bible. The wedding that Jesus attended in Cana in Galilee was a traditional wedding, of which the wine finished, and he made a miracle.
And it was not like maybe he was not an officiating minister there.
No, he was a guest. Yes. This white wedding of a thing started in England. It was Queen Victoria that was about
it's their traditional married. Wedding. It's actually their own
not
traditional
even a traditional wedding. It was something that just came out. She wanted to go for that wedding. She didn't have what to wear. And she searched her bag, her wardrobe, and found a white lace and wore it to the wedding as a royalty, just like you see today. Anything that the queen wears, or any of those people married to the children of the queen, anything they wear begin to trend. You go to the boutique, it's sold out. That was what happened then. When Victoria wore that white lace, and everybody began to wear the white lace as their wedding dress. It's nowhere anywhere inside the Bible. So when you have done traditional marriage, whether Flavor played there or not, as long as your father and your mother received the dowry, you are married. Just follow your husband and go back to his house. You're married. Let's begin to purge ourselves of all these European kind of belief.
Awesome.
It's actually scattering things for us in Africa. Thank you.
Awesome. Beautiful. Before we give some people the opportunity to ask questions, I want you to give us, your perspective on this, right? What is the name of the days in Igbo cosmology, and what is there an Igbo calendar that is different from the Greco-Roman calendar?
Yes, we have our own calendar system. 4 days is a week in Igbo calendar. Okay, I believe in Yoruba land. I don't know if it's the same thing.
It's also 4 days in
4 days
Yoruba
too.
land. Yes.
Yeah, it's 4 days, and we represent it
Yes.
by Eke, Orie, Afo, and Nkwo. And in every climb in Igbo land, they have their own market day. Okay, and in my place, our market day, on that day, you don't go to our water. Some of the water bodies there, you don't visit them on Eke day because it's our own market day. And every market day, like I said before, represent a particular element and the 4 elements that is quite recognized on Earth. Okay, so we have our own Igbo calendar. And when somebody dies, a man, we have in that our calendar, we have how we count before the funeral. Okay, and men, their funeral are done on Orie Day. That's when men are done. But women their funeral can be done on Afo or any other day. And in my place, our own tradition, if you divorce a woman on Nkwo Market Day and send her home, she's never coming back again. So market days mean a whole lot in Igbo land. So that's what I can say about that. So we have like 28 days each month. Yes.
Thank you.
Which is the original calendar.
Guys, I need you guys to
Europeans
gift
came.
him. Why are you guys not gifting him with all of these gems that he has given you? I need you guys to gift him right now. Let's start gifting him right now. Let's start gifting him right now.
Thank you.
We are gifting Mr. Femi. It's not Mr. Femi who says you should gift. We are asking you to gift our guests.
Exactly.
So if you have any question,
type it or come on.
Just type it down. Type it. Let's take some of your questions before we allow him to tell us how people can reach him.
Exactly.
Those who are interested in divination, learning Igbo cosmology system, before he will do that. Do we have any question? We'll be able to take 2 or 3 questions depending on how quick those questions can be answered. Is there anything like Akosejaye in Igbo cosmology? Did you know what Akosejaye is in Igbo, in Yoruba?
Akosejaye, is it the I think I've had that word before. Can you tell me what it is so that I can tell you what it is in Igbo?
Okay, Akosejaye is the things that you brought from a past life, that it's obvious that they knew that there was someone in a past life who had those things.
Well, we have what we call Iyuwa.
You said what?
We have what we call Iyuwa in Igbo cosmology. Iyuwa means like, the oaths you took in your previous life before you begin to exist now. So we have something called Iyuwa. I don't know if it's same as Akosejaye in Yoruba.
But really, in a way, it's about
your life path.
Not just your life path now. Yes, even though but not just your life path, but what the things that you brought from a previous incarnate existence,
like
this present incarnate existence, like reincarnation, the gifts of reincarnation, something like that.
Yes, we have such thing in Igbo cosmology, and sometimes you might be, doing afa for somebody, divination, and you find out that this person has blood on their hands. And they'll be asking you, how did it happen? And when you begin to go further, you will find out that this person in their previous life, they unalived somebody. Okay? And now they've reincarnated into a new body, but same old soul. And what they did in their past is still following them.
Yes, like karma.
Then you tell them to go for cleansing. And when they cleanse, there is a way we do our cleansing. It's not actually showering or something. There is what we call cleansing. There is a clan in Igbo land called Nri. Nri is the head of the Igbos. And when there is a cleansing to be done, it's Nri people that does those cleansing. Okay, so you do that cleansing and you cleanse away that abomination.
Okay. It seems
You
to
hear
sound
me?
perfect. Okay.
Yes.
I think your network was.
Yeah, I had a call. Sorry,
There
I
was an
just
itch.
dropped it. Yeah.
Okay, you had a call. Okay. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, so
Are you done?
when you
Are you done
cleanse,
explaining it?
yeah, when you cleanse that abomination, when you go, it's not going to show up. That's just one example. Okay, then we have what we call EU, or the oath of life that you took in your previous life. Some people will take, they will be looking for the fruit of the womb and saying they've been married for 10 years, they could not give birth. When they go for Alpha, Alpha will begin to tell them that in your previous life, you said you took an oath with your own mouth that you're not going to have any child when you come into existence, when you reincarnate again. So in that case, there are rituals to be performed. And that person's oath of life, the previous life the person lived, that oath will be retaken. And spiritually, there will be a new realignment, okay, that will make the person begin to have children, of which the deity that is in charge of fertility, aquarium, also has to be appeased. And you see that person will begin to give birth.
Does it also work for men as well? Men
of course,
who are having issues impregnating a lady. Does it also work for men as well?
Of course. Spirituality sometimes cut across both genders.
Okay, so somebody is asking, is Ekwensu a god?
Ekwensu is a deity in Igbo cosmology. You people call it Eshu.
Yes.
It was during the translation from English to Igbo and Yoruba Bibles that Samuel Ajayi Crowther and all of them made that mistake by thinking that Ekwensu is the devil. No, Ekwensu was.
And one of the things I heard, sorry, Chief. One of the things I heard was that he was angry that the deities of his ancestors could not save him from being kidnapped into slavery. So he wanted to retaliate by demonizing one of our deities.
Yes.
Go ahead,
Ekwensu is not not Satan, it's not the devil. Ekwensu is actually during the war times. It is Ekwensu that a particular town or community in Igbo land have to appease to help them fight the war. Ekwensu is a war fighting deity. It is not the devil. We don't have what is called the devil or Satan in our cosmology. Yeah, we don't have it. We don't have devil or Satan, and we don't have hell.
We don't have it too.
No, we don't.
We don't have it too.
It is the white people.
Beautiful. Any other question? Any other question, guys? Any other question? Okay. I would like. Okay. Nobody's asking any questions. So I would like us to know. Sorry. I would like to ask this question for the purpose of those who are seeking to have, I'm sure you have private sessions, right? You conduct private sessions there.
I do go live sometimes, but I'm not often because I have a lot of works. I do a lot of work, so it's my wife that always goes live. But if they want to reach me, at Nsibidi is my TikTok handle. Okay, you can reach me there. And when you want
guys, if you like to reach him, please follow him right now.
Yeah,
you can see him on the live right now. Just
drop a
click on his face
and I'll get back.
Follow him right now, and then send him a message. What are the things you're doing right now? What project are you currently doing that you need support of people? Do you have any initiative that you need support for? And things of that nature. Can you tell us if there's anything like that?
Well, I have, but I think I should start first before I can begin to seek for help. Okay, I should start first. Yes.
Okay, you
I'm
don't have
actually
currently. No, I'm not asking you what you are planning to start later. I'm talking about the things you have currently that you probably will need, support of, Nigerians and things of that nature. Okay. So you don't have that.
no. For now, no, nothing on the ground yet because I'm currently inundated with work, physical works that I'm doing for people. So at a point, I'm going to come up with that, and you people are going to know about it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Mr. Femi.
This is awesome. Chief, I nothing to say than thank you so much for your time. Thank you for making yourself available. And I'm very sure that the audience enjoyed this session. I could see from the comments, people are saying we should paste your bank accounts. So it's like they want to start giving you some. So I would gladly do that. So if you can give us your bank account, we can paste it here right now. Someone said Madam Grace said you have a bigger ministry. But they are asking us to paste your bank account details. So if you can do that, we can just paste it on the comment section.
Okay, I'll do that.
Please go ahead.
Just a minute, okay?
So you don't know your bank account offhand?
I don't know mine too offhand.
No, nah.
We are the same.
many.
I don't know mine offhand.
No, nah.
They are saying that TikTok doesn't allow.
Okay, it's true. It doesn't allow it.
TikTok does not allow posting of bank accounts. So if you want to reach out to Chief Eze Ikemefuna Nsibidi, or you want to gift him, you want to send him money, you either DM me or you DM him. First, DM him or DM me, and then we're going to make sure that we get
it across to him.
We get it across to him. I think his network, or maybe he has a phone call.
I think I'm here.
Chief,
I'm here.
Chief, we learned that TikTok doesn't allow for bank accounts posted.
I believe
section.
so. My
Exactly.
DM is open.
So if you are listening and you want to send him any gift, any cash gift, kindly follow him, DM him, or DM me, and I will make sure that the cash gift gets to him. We're going to have more of Chief Eze on after the conference. We're going to have more of him on our sessions. So I want to say a very big thank you to you, Chief Eze. Thank you for coming, and I'm so glad that this is also.
Some people are saying you can call it out. As it hot.
You can call it out. You can call it out. Some people said you can call it out. Call it out, Chief.
Call it out. Call it out.
Okay.
Call it out.
Call it out. Yeah.
Let them bank account. Let them copy it.
6254 639015 FCMB Ikemefuna Eze.
Please call it again.
Call it again.
6254
Yeah.
639015 FCMB Ikemefuna Eze.
It's been typed.
Yeah. Amazon Tosin just pasted it now.
Okay. So let me read it out again. 6254 639 015 FCMB Ikemefuna.
Yes.
6254 639 015 FCMB Ikemefuna. That's the name. Thank you so much, Chief. We thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having more sessions like this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Femi Jubal and Shehu. I'm really grateful. I want to see us have over 50 million DBAs and they fast all over Nigeria very soon. What you're doing is great. I have a dream of having, more support in building much more colloquium, having much more colloquium like this one. Please keep it up. Keep it up, please. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for inviting me. It's an honor.
Please say hello to your wife.
Say hello to your wife.
We look forward to meeting her.
We look forward to meeting your wife.
Yes, maybe the next session she might be on my side, by my side. Okay, she's called Oma Water at Oma Water on TikTok.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I saw her in the comment section.
I saw her in the
comment section. Okay, beautiful. Please say hello to her for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Eunice also. Eunice, thank you. Eunice Versatile, micro influencer. Thank you also, Eunice. Thank you very much.
So, Chief, you're going to hear from us after this session. We're going to hear from us through Eunice.
No problem. No problem. Thank
Thank
you very
you so
much.
much.
Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you so much,
too.
Chief.
Thank you.
All right.
This has been amazing, guys. We are not done yet, though.
Yeah.
I'm still going to talk to them.
Yes.
This has been amazing. This has been amazing. This has been amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody who have been participating. We're not done yet, right? You can end him, right?
No.
You can him. You can disconnect him. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
disconnect.
All right. Good.
So you know, guys, tell us how you feel right now.
Tell us how you feel.
Tell us how you feel right now in the comment section.
If you want to come up and tell us how you feel, the session, the impact of the session, come up, type in the comment section. Someone is saying, please recap.
No,
we're gonna post the video. We'll post the video on YouTube. Don't worry. Someone said, "Oh, I feel good today." That's good. Amazing.
Awakening
Blast.
already.
Great. It's more than interesting. It was very respect, convinced. The program is superb. Awesome. This is just the tip of the iceberg. During the physical session on Saturday, we have 2 more DBAs who are also going to speak to us on Saturday. We have what's the name of Araba, who is going to teach us about Yoruba cosmology and spirituality system.
Hamza.
And then we have Hamza, who is going to teach us about the Hausa cosmology and spirituality system. So we are looking forward to an amazing weekend. Tonight at 8 p.m., we have just 28 minutes to go. We are going to come together again for the last session of affirmation and declaration of the Lionsgate portal. So come with your affirmation, what you have written down, because after this affirmation and declaration tonight at 8 p.m., you are going to put it in the envelope and you are going to seal it, and then you're going to follow the other instructions. So should we take a break or we should just continue from here?
Let's continue.
Okay,
Let's share some.
Let's just continue from some
insights about power cycle.
Awesome.
Today's even my third power cycle.
Oh, fantastic. You know, so you know, the International Conscious Conference started this morning, and we started with the global affirmation and declaration in the morning, and we spoke about how that the Lionsgate portal of 2024 is actually a feminine energy. And I made some explanations with the numbers, because this year, the dragon year, the year of power, achievement, material wealth, manifestation, happens to be the 888. You know, last year was 887. So although it was a Lionsgate portal, it was more masculine than feminine. But this year is the 888. And when you add these 3 numbers together, these angel numbers together, what you get is a 6. Remember in November, I was telling everyone that 2024 is a feminine year. It's a feminine year. This is the proof. I never explained to you why it is a feminine year, but this is the proof. 888 Lionsgate portal is a 6 energy. It is the energy of the Mother God. It is the energy of the Sacred Mother. We listened to Chief Ikemefuna when he said to us that there are a lot of sacrifices that are offered in the Igbo cosmology that must even pass through the mother, pass through the feminine energy. So 888, the Lionsgate portal, is a 6 energy, because 8 plus 8 plus 8 is what?
24.
Is 24. And then it is what? It is 6. So every of your aspirations and desires that you have written down in your 4 square of desire, the best place where it is kept for manifestation is in the matrix of the mother's womb. This is one of the reasons why this morning I mentioned that you should look for a woman in your life who represents motherhood and sow a gift in their life. Gift them something. It doesn't necessarily have to be your mother. It can be your sister. It can be a woman who has your aunt,
or even your wife,
even your wife who has played an important role in your life. You gift them, give them cash, give them something, give them clothes. buy them a pair of shoes. It is very important because you need that energy of the Sacred Mother to power the manifestation of your desire. An ambassador spoke at length about the African mother. You know, I've said that the earth is a womb. Queen Sav, that's awesome. The earth is a womb and we all live in it, right? So every woman you see is a representative of the mother God, the representative of Mother Nature. You cannot have manifestation without the intercourse of the masculine and the feminine energy. Because it is the mother that magnifies the seed. It is the mother that carries the seed. The father plants the seed in the mother, and the mother carries the seed to fruition. So this is very important, especially now that we are having a triple energy of 8 that amounts to 6. And I'm very sure that most of the people watching tonight, you already have your 4 square of desire. And you have developed affirmations for each square of this desire. You know, I've said you are a pyramid and you are a square. So whatever you put in the pyramid and whatever you put in the square would definitely be accomplished. So with your 4 square of desire, and you have your affirmations for your spirit life, affirmations for your health life, affirmations for your money and material life, affirmations for your family and relationship, we can then make these declarations, because the written word must become the spoken word. And we had the first session in the morning where we made declarations for about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
We're going to repeat that tonight. But before we do that, I would like Ambassador to repeat what he spoke on this morning about the
Sacred
power
mother.
of, say, the sacredness of the African mother. Because a lot of mothers, a lot of women here don't even know how sacred their office is as a woman. So Ambassador, go ahead, please.
Thank you so much. This is Africa, and no matter what the intrusions and the corruptions are, it is pretty important that you understand that like I like this the term that Chief Nsibidi used, said first force. You cannot joke with this. The first 9 months of your existence was lived in the womb of a woman, right? And irrespective of whatever your experiences, because it takes two to tango. Whatever experiences you've had, including the experiences you had with your exes, you played a role in that experience. So you are not going to use your experiences, your bad experiences, as the justification for kicking against the feminine energy, the Sacred Mother. It will never end well. It's pretty important that you understand the role that the energy of the mother plays in your nurturing, plays in your growth, plays in your evolution. See, a lot of us did not understand these things. And we struggled through life because we didn't fully understand it. Right? This is the age of Aquarius. This is the age, we've been in the age of information since 1987. Right? So, anybody who is ignorant about certain things, it is their fault. From the before the end of last year, Mr. Femi, and myself, we kept telling people to be prepared for this year. Right? Mr. Femi said it several times that it's a feminine year. You cannot be in a feminine year and you are not proactive about nurturing the Sacred Mother. You're not proactive about feeding, the Sacred Mother. I'm sure that if you have not been doing these things, I'm sure that this is August, you probably have not really experienced a good life this year. And, the Lionsgate portal is definitely your second and last chance for this year. Right? Don't joke with this. You see, things can happen between now and end of this year. The struggles that you have experienced, maybe, right, from the beginning of this year till now, can seize from this very moment. And, it will be a different story between now and end of the year, right? It is pretty important that you do not allow ignorance lead you astray. It's pretty important, right? This is a feminine year. And I mean, it's preposterous if you're a woman and you are the one chastising or trashing women. If you are trashing women as a woman, it is, you see, things are going to be worse for you than a man trashing a woman. Because you are supposed to be the guardian. You are supposed to be the offspring of the sacred mother. You're supposed to be the guardian of the feminine portal. You're now the one, talking down and talking trash on the feminine energy, on the feminine portal. Because you want to draw the sympathy of weak men. Because only weak men will encourage you to trash, the concept of the sacred mother, the feminine energy. Only weak men will sympathize with you, right? People like me will never, empathize with you or, think that, okay, you are saying the right thing, irrespective of, even if we have had bad experiences with certain women in the past. We know we are not people, we are not ignorant people. We are not powering our lives on the back of ignorance, right? In the 21st century, in the age of Aquarius, ignorance is never an excuse. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. You are ignorant, you are going to suffer the consequences of that ignorance.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So please, let us take cognizance of these things. And, it's not too late for you to send some money to some woman who have played some unique role in your life. It's not too late, right? This is still 888. Most especially for those of you who are 8 hours behind, 6 hours, behind Nigerian time, 9 hours behind Nigerian time, before midnight, do something. It's a seed. You are sowing a seed to this, sacred mother portal, the sacred mother energy. And you will see it. It's going to be quick. It's going to be a quick thing. Like Mr. Femi will say, this is the season of harvest. And this harvest is not time bound.
Exactly.
It is only seed bound.
Exactly.
Right? So when you understand that, this is time for harvest. Let me sow the seed. Because see, you cannot harvest what you have not sown. You can't harvest if you have not sown anything. Right? And we're not asking you to give us money, right? Exactly. We're asking you to look into your life. Do you know that some people have been ungrateful to certain people who have come into their lives with the assignment from the sacred mother, and they have been ungrateful to them, and it is the repercussion of that ingratitude that they are suffering currently. Because whether you're a man or a woman, you were housed in the womb of a woman for 9 months.
Exactly.
You don't joke with these things. I know that a lot of us were not raised with the consciousness of the sacred mother. Most of us were not. Those of us who were raised in Christianity and maybe even Islam, we were not. Right? It takes people who are curious and who are sensitive and attentive to their chi, to their ori, to know some of these things. It takes people who are sensitive to their ancestral orishas, to their guardian angel, to know some of these things, because these things are not taught to us in school.
Exactly.
These things are not taught to us in church or mosque. These things are not taught on TV by mainstream media. So you will have to be someone who is intentional about connecting with your higher self for you to know these things, because it's not rocket science really. But if you are privileged enough to have us share this information with you, you should take cognizance of it and take it seriously and act upon it.
Exactly.
There is no way you're going to act upon it that you're not going to see the result. It's just as like the universe is powered by cause and effects. Once you initiate the cause, the effects is happening as swiftly as it's been designed to happen.
Exactly. And we are not people who will tell you to do something that we have not tried. or something that we don't do. We practice these things. Look at this is my affirmation here. We have sent gifts to the women in our lives who represent motherhood. It can be your wife. Matter of fact, if you are a married man, you should send something to your wife today.
Exactly.
You should give your wife a gift today. The Lionsgate portal of 2024 is the energy of the sacred mother. Let's quickly run through some things because there are a lot of people here who still don't have their material together. So one of the things that I said, Golden Empress, one of the, please Femi, we didn't have envelope. How do we do? You need to get an envelope. You can quickly write your affirmations. Affirmations is simply, you are writing your victory speech. The story of your life in the next 1 year. That's what you are writing down. The story of your life, your spiritual life, your money, material life, your health, your relationship and family, those 4 important areas of your life. Write a story about them, how you want them to be in the next 1 year. By this time, 8th of August, 2025, how do I want my life to look like? What do I want people to say about me? What do I want to see in my life? That is your affirmation. That is the written word. That is your word of God. And then every written word must become the spoken words because it is called the Declaration of Independence, not the Affirmation of Independence. So until you speak it out, you are not balancing the energy. When you speak it out, it goes ahead of you. It cuts through the rock like water, and it comes back to you as frequency that has attracted and magnetized similar frequencies, and it brings those things back to you. So you are going to write your affirmations. And when you are declaring it tonight, because we have like 13 minutes to go to make this declaration, when you are declaring it, you must create the feelings of your expectations fulfilled. You are not declaring it like, casually, formally. No, you are creating the feelings. You are declaring your affirmation and creating images in your head. You are visualizing, imagining that it has already happened. You are bringing the future into the present. The feeling is in the prayer. The feeling is the prayer, actually. The feeling is the prayer. One of the things that is common to all the spiritual systems in Africa is the fact that we don't pray. I only use the word prayer for the lack of words. We don't pray. We declare. We cast spells. We command. We break spells. So you don't start your affirmation with God, please. No, you don't beg God. You and God, you are one. What you are looking for is looking for you. Everything that you need right now, God wants it for you. Because the better your life is, the better your God is. Right? Because the world is a stock market. And the value of your stock determines the value of your God. Why do you think that, the idea, the perception of God they have sold to us is a God that wants to be praised and magnified every day?
A jealous God.
A jealous God. Why do you think so? Because that God wants to drain you of your value system. But the African perspective of God is not like that. You and God, you are one. You and God, you are one. So you don't kneel down crying, begging God to do something for you. No. You write your affirmation from the place of it has already happened. There is no past, there is no future, everything is happening now. It is happening now. It is the God of an African is the God of now. Everything is happening now. So we manifest. Matter of fact, the concept of manifestation is Afrocentric. I hope you know that. The whole concept of manifestation is Afrocentric. The whole concept of affirmation, manifestation is Afrocentric in nature. And the best time for you to make declarations is today. Is this season of the Leo energy. The son has entered the house of Leo. So the son is in his house. No beggy, no needy. You are not in need of anything. Everything that you think you need right now, they are already provided here. Be surrounded by the feelings of your expectations fulfilled. Create the feelings as you write your affirmations. And then when you make declarations, imagine that you already have them. For instance, some of you are looking for a husband. Some of you are looking for a wife, but you are looking. You don't know that the first thing you must become is you must begin to vibrate the frequency of the kind of man you want.
The kind of woman.
You must begin to vibrate the frequency of the kind of woman you need in your life. The partner that both of you will come together as extensions of the kingdom of heaven. She carries the kingdom of God in her. You carry the kingdom of God in you, and both of you come together. And then you raise a family that becomes one of the strong, healthy backbone of society. And then what you do in the Lionsgate portal, because I said this 2 days ago, I said, there are some strongholds in your life that only your life path can break it. It is only the pursuit of your purpose can break some strongholds in your life. If you don't pursue your purpose, those strongholds are going to remain stubborn and they're going to be there.
And you must pursue it.
And you must pursue your purpose.
Standpoint of consciousness.
From the standpoint of consciousness, not from the standpoint of error, of half-baked truth. Because see, whatever you manifest in the place of purpose would last forever. The husband you manifest during the pursuit of your purpose will last. The wife you manifest in the pursuit of your purpose, that relationship will last because it is compatible with you. It is not what they call one chance.
Compatible with your assignment.
Compatible with your assignment. So bring out your affirmations wherever you have written it. Bring it out. We're going to have that. And remember your life path. How do you calculate your life path? I'm sure everybody, 90% of people here, they can tell you how to calculate your life path.
And if you are here to write down your life path, you still have like 8 minutes
to write them down. You have like 8 minutes to write down to calculate your life path. You have 8 minutes to write down
your affirmations.
Affirmations.
I wanted to say affirmations, not life path. You have like 8 minutes, like 7 minutes now to write down your affirmations. What are the things? See, think in terms of the biggest thing you would like to accomplish in the next 12 months.
Exactly.
Write them all down in your life, in your family, in your business, in your relationships, in your money game, your money life. What are the things you want to manifest in the next 12 months? Write them down.
And you begin with, I am so happy and grateful that so, because you already have them.
I'm so happy and grateful that I have my car.
Exactly.
I'm so happy and grateful that I move into a new house.
Exactly.
My family and I move into a new house.
Exactly.
I'm so happy and grateful that my business is doing well.
Exactly.
And we are able to generate maybe 100 million naira.
Exactly.
Or maybe 500 million naira. Whatever it is.
Be specific. Be specific. Now, to calculate your life path, you add your day of birth, your month of birth, and your year of birth. Your day of birth, your month of birth, and your year of birth. Whatever you get from that calculation, add it together until it becomes a single digit. So let's assume you get 91, for instance. Then your day of birth is 9 plus 1, which is 10. 1 plus 0, which is 1. It must become a single digit, except it is a master number 11, 23, or 33. 22 or 33. That's how you calculate your life path number. Let me quickly say this about the premium subscribers of the ICC. If you are a premium subscriber, because the premium subscribers have more access than the free subscribers, you have an all-in access to everything, including the 18 days manifestation marathon that was done, the videos, the 18 days manifestation marathon for December. We are already in 2020. We're already talking about 2025. Which is the year of the 9. Because one of the things that happened to a lot of people in 2024 is they didn't plan for 2024. They were only excited about it. So the
year of money. It's year of money.
The year
but this is August.
This is August. You can plan to make the best of the rest of the year, and you can also plan for 2025. So there is another event in December, from the 13th of December to the 31st of December, 18 days manifestation marathon that will prepare you for 2025. So subscribing to this ICC also means that you have paid in advance for that, and it is just 195,000 naira. I think after tonight we're done with the subscription. So if you still want to subscribe to the premium version of this event, you can click the link in the bio or send a message to the DM, and then we'll attend to you. We have 5 minutes to go.
So if you already have your affirmation written, you don't have to write another one.
Exactly.
It's the same affirmation.
Exactly.
Right? You don't have to write another one.
If you are a life path 11, because your affirmation is you're going to declare it based on your life path. So if you are a life path 1, you are lucky. You declare it once. If you are a life path 2, twice. Life path 4, based on your life path 9. Life path 9s are the ones that we follow their path, so they are going to declare it 9 times. If you are life path master number 11, you are doing it twice. If you are life path 22, you are doing it 4 times. If you are life path 33, you are doing it 6 times. So we have 4 minutes to go, guys.
And guys, remember that we are going to be live tomorrow morning by 5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m.
for the 369
manifestation session. 5:30 a.m. Join us. We're going to be live tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. for 369 manifestation.
Kindly ensure you set your alarm. Don't sleep off and go to bed earlier.
Exactly.
This is a season that you will fast from distractions.
Exactly.
All of those Netflix, fast from them.
Exactly.
You want to cook something that would create a quantum jump for the rest of your life, right?
Exactly.
So 5:30 a.m. guys, make sure you set your alarm. Don't sleep off. Set your alarm for 5:20 a.m. so that you have 10 minutes to wake up and be fully awake. And then by 5:30 a.m. you're going to join us.
Awesome. We have
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. Wherever your affirmations are, wherever you kept them, bring them out, because you are going to read them, like I said, based on your life path. And this is the last read. We had the first one 4:40 a.m. We had the second one 8 a.m. Now we are having this one at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. There are a lot of our people who already did theirs, but I told them to join us during this session so we can do a collective declaration of what we want to see in our lives between now. A lot of you, listen, you're going to start manifesting everything in 3 months. Some of you are going to start manifesting in 6 months, in 9 months. But the truth of the matter is, because it is kept in the metrics of the mother, it will not go beyond 9 months.
It will be nurtured.
It will be nurtured.
Because pregnancy is 9 months.
Pregnancy is 9 months. By August 8, 2025, you are just giving thanks. You are giving thanks. We have 2 minutes to go. If you don't know your life path number, we have told you how to calculate it. It's very simple. Add your day of birth to your month of birth to your year of birth. Whatever you get, make it a single digit. That is your life path number. If it is a master number, if you get it an 11, it is a master number, so don't add it. If you get a 22, it is a master number 22, but don't add it. If you get a 33, it's a master number 33, so don't add it. But I told you before that 9 is also a master number, right? We have 2 minutes to go. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? You are going to declare based on your life. Yours is 10, so your life path number is 1. 1 plus 0, 1. Your life path number is 11, so you are going to declare it twice. 1 plus 1, 2. Are you ready for this? Your life path number is 8. You are declaring it 8 times. Yours is 8. Oh, come on, man. You guys are you are our Lions Gate Potter. 29 is master number 11. 22 is master number 22. So you are declaring it 4 times. 33, you are declaring 6 times. 4 times. 9 times. 8 times. And so on and so forth.
5 times.
5 times.
16 is 7.
16
so
is 7
times.
So 7 times. 20 is 2, so 2 times. 48 is 12, so 1 plus 2, 3 times. You have to have written down your affirmation. We have 1 minute to go, and then we make this declaration, make some announcement, and then we close for tonight. The physical session starts on Saturday. Doors open at 8 a.m. Now it is time for us to make declarations. Now you open wherever you have written your affirmations, and you start by calling your name. And then you repeat it based on your life path. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hi, Sean Basler. I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. The subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people. 2024 is a springboard year for me. In the next 4 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. Subsequent editions will change the life of thousands and millions of people. 2024 is a springboard year for me. In the next 12 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth. Within the next 9 months, Circle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee, and subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands of millions of people. 2024 is a springboard year for me. For the next 12 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. The subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people. 2024 is a springboard year for me. In the next 12 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. And subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people around the world. 2024 is a springboard year for me. Within the next 12 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. Subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people all over the world. 2024 is a springboard year for me. In the next 12 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. And subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people around the world. 2024 is a springboard year for me. Within the next 12 years, Ambassador Global would experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. And subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people around the world. 2024 is a springboard year for me. Within the next 12 years, Ambassador Global Limited will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. I, Ambassador, I declare that ICC 2024 is going to be a power vortex for every subscriber and attendee. And subsequent editions will change the lives of thousands and millions of people around the world. 2024 is a springboard year for me. Within the next 12 years, Ambassador Global will experience quantum growth within the next 9 months. Cycle of Investors Africa will grow effortlessly. People will perpetually discover power after meeting me. Woo. I remember jot this.
Awesome.
I said, glory.
Okay, Shewa Ambassador is a life path 9. So that's the since he has finished, I assume that everybody is done with the so now take your affirmation and put it in the envelope. Put it in the envelope. This is how you do. Put it in the envelope. Now, this is the time that you seal it. You seal it. Seal the envelope. Now, take your pen. This is what you do. Now, the first thing that we forgot to do, sorry, you have to do this. Skip my mind. Now, take the paper. If you declared from a phone, if you put the phone on your chest, put the phone towards yourself. That's what you do. If you declared from a piece of paper, then you fold it towards yourself. You see how I'm doing it? You fold it towards yourself. This is how you do it. You fold it towards yourself. And then you put it in the envelope.
You're saying no sound though.
You're saying no sound?
Someone just said no sound.
You put it in the envelope. You put it in the envelope, and then you seal your envelope. You seal your envelope. Okay? Then you take a pen, and then you write at the back of your envelope, I am grateful for the manifestation of my desire. And then you follow that up by writing, I will open this envelope on the 8th of August 2025. And then you sign. This is sealed, signed, and delivered.
And if you happen not to have gotten your envelope, right, and maybe you wrote it down on your device, and I'm sure for those of us in Nigeria, it might be too late to go out to go get. Just write it in a paper and wait till tomorrow, get the envelope and put it in the envelope and seal it away.
Seal it, exactly. Seal it, and the moment you do that, now,
they want you to repeat what you wrote on the back of the...
I am grateful for the manifestation of my desire. I will open this envelope on the 8th of August 2025. I am grateful for the manifestation of my desire. I will open this envelope on the 8th of August 2025. And then you put your signature, sealed, signed, and delivered.
How old is your son, Maureen? If your son is old enough, let your son write it by himself with his own hand. But if not, you can write it for your son and put it in a separate envelope. What you want your son to manifest within the next 12 months.
Exactly. Yeah. So what the next thing you do with this envelope is you put it in an isolated part of your house, a place where you hardly go to, a corner of the house where you hardly go to. You put it there. You know why you're doing that? It is the law of detachment. You have to detach from the outcome of what you have written down. So you are not checking every now and then, oh, which of them have I manifested? No. You keep it in an isolated part of your house, and then you don't check it until August 8, 2025. Now, this is how you remember this. You set an alarm on your phone for August 8, 2025. Set an alarm on your phone for August 8, 2025.
Yes, you can do it tomorrow.
Yes, you can do it tomorrow.
You can do it tomorrow.
But I'm sure you have a pen and a paper in the house. Set a reminder, rather, not an alarm, I said. Set a reminder on your calendar for 8th of August 2025. Set a reminder in your calendar for the 8th of August 2025. Thank you, Walter. Set a reminder on your phone for 8th of August 2025. Some of you are going to change your phone, so download Google Calendar.
And set it on your Google Calendar. Even if you change your phone 5 times before.
Yes, Zendiza, you can write desires for your kids on their behalf. Yes. Can you teach us how to do it again for us that came late? Wow, now let me be honest with you. The Lionsgate portal extends till the 12th of August. So you can watch some of the videos on YouTube and use that to write it.
He wants you to repeat what
I wrote. Please, what do I write on? I am grateful for the manifestation of my desire. I will open this envelope on the 8th of August 2025, and then you put your signature. I am grateful for the manifestation of my desire. I will open this envelope on the 8th of August 2025. Let me also remind you that 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, we are still in the Lionsgate portal. So 5 a.m. tomorrow,
5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m. tomorrow, we're going to have 369 manifestation. And the premium subscribers to the ICC, we would like you to save this number on your phone because we're going to send you the link to the premium session. Save this number on your phone. If you don't save it, you won't get the broadcast. So save this number. If you are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, +234 708 222 9181. If you are a paid subscriber to ICC,
International
Conscious Conference, if you are a paid subscriber, we're going to be sending you links to the premium sessions, So, but you have to save this number because we don't want to create a WhatsApp group. We have too many groups. So it's going to be a broadcast. But if you don't have the number on your phone, you can't get the broadcast. So save this number, +234. Only those who have, if you are not a premium subscriber, you cannot get the broadcast.
If you like to subscribe now.
If you want to subscribe now, Ibro, can you quickly run through that? Run through the premium. If you want to subscribe to the premium version of the International Conscious Conference. Ibro, go ahead.
So for those who subscribe to the premium version, you get 18 days manifestation marathon video, lectures and benefits, which includes the business numerology masterclass videos, family numerology, affirmation video and audio, free copy of Transform Your Life with Numbers, free 45 minutes accountability session with Femi Juba. You also get full access to the 18 days manifestation marathon live class, starting from December 13th to December 31st, 2024. It also grants you 100% free access to all our premium trainings and premium classes until 31st of December 2024. After subscription, you are allowed to bring your friends or family to get the full package at 50,000 Naira discount rather. For friends and family who cannot pay, they can attend the 18 days manifestation marathon, but they won't get the benefits. You get access to the International Conscious Conference masterclasses and workshops, full access to everything listed in the free version. You also get brand visibility, lunch and dinner, access to all the recordings of the ICC classes. You are allowed to bring your friends and families along to attend the International Conscious Conference Premium. Access to the premium is 195,000 Naira only.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So yes, you can subscribe now, between now
So you can subscribe between now
and tomorrow.
tomorrow.
You can subscribe between now and tomorrow.
Let's answer some more questions. Olives Botanical. If you're in Abuja and you would like to get yourself crystals, sage, oils, you need to visit Olives Botanical at Jabi Lake Mall. For my twin, so how do we subscribe? Click the link in the bio or send a message to the WhatsApp number on the bio. Please repeat the number, +234 708 222 9181. That number is only for either people who want to subscribe for the premium version, or you are a subscriber and you are meant to save the number on your phone. So when we send the broadcast, you can get it. If you are not a paid subscriber, you can't get because we won't add you to the broadcast list. So you won't get the message. Send a message to Femi Jubal on TikTok. Thank you, 1133. Guys, we have to close now. Tomorrow is also a virtual session, and it starts at 5:30 a.m.
The first session for tomorrow is 5:30 a.m.
The second one, we're going to have from afternoon, from 1 p.m. thereabout, we're going to start another free numerology masterclass. And it's going to be interactive because we have members of the Manifest Growth community who are going to join us for a free numerology masterclass session that will last for like 3 hours or so. And then in the evening, we have Shehu Ambassador, who is going to speak to us from 7 or 8 to 9:30.
Yes, it's 9:30.
8 to 9:30. So tomorrow is another
loaded couple of sessions.
Loaded. Femi Johnson, one of our speakers, Femi Johnson. Can we bring Mr. Femi Johnson up and just hear a bit from him? Send him a request. Coach Femi Johnson is one of the speakers on Saturday. The physical and The virtual session begins on Saturday from 10 a.m. And Coach Femi Johnson is one of the speakers. We're bringing him.
He's actually going to be the first speaker.
He's the first speaker
on Saturday,
who is going to teach us yoga and the art of meditation. Yoga and the art of meditation.
So, Coach Femi Johnson, can you send a request and come up and just share a few things, a few thoughts with everyone who is here right now, so that they can anticipate your session. And don't forget, this is for premium subscribers. You can't bring him up. That's the issue with.
Oh, we can't bring you.
That's the issue with laptop. But they should be able to bring him up from there. They should be able to bring him up from there. Just cancel.
We're going to bring Coach Femi Johnson up now, and just give us some time. Have you seen him?
Guys, make sure you go to bed early.
Yeah, go to bed early.
Don't binge watch Netflix till 2 a.m. It will be difficult for you to wake up at 5:30 a.m.
Yes, Coach Femi Johnson is joining us right now.
Increase the volume of that stuff. Or is it off?
No, it's on. Coach Femi Johnson, go ahead, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, boss. Ambassador, good to see you. You are in Abuja. We're happy to host you.
Thank you.
The program, we'll be having a blast. My community members are just going gaga with all the sessions so far from this session in the morning and this evening. So we are well poised to storm the venue by the grace of God after the virtual session tomorrow. I've already, some of them actually said they are coming to the physical session to even show what they have learned in yoga. So I told them, well, come so you can encourage others. So I'm really looking forward to a great time with everyone. I'm learning so much myself from you and Ambassador. I hope to physically see you on Friday, and then we'll take it off from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach Shion. So guys, Coach Femi, we have Coach Femi, thank you. We have to end the session right now. Tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. Join us. You can still subscribe tomorrow morning, so you can be part of the physical session on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, some sessions are free, some sessions are premium.
Yeah.
So if you want to attend the free session, you can attend physically, or you join virtually via the link we're going to send to everyone. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.